Today I trained back at the gym, and this was a unique workout to say the least. I woke up today very early in the morning simply because I could not go back to sleep, and so I was feeling like absolute garbage. Like, I'm talking, this is the worst I've felt in probably years. And it's the holidays, a lot of people weren't at the gym. I had a really good excuse to not go today. I didn't take a rest day in over a week. Yes, I trained on Christmas and over that little stretch of days. So I didn't take any rest days for about a week. But I had all the reason today to take a rest day. But something in me just said, you're not doing that shit, bro. I just couldn't bring myself to take the day off. There was so much reason to do so. I think it honestly would have been more beneficial to do so. But there's this voice in my head that just drives me forward. And for a lot of people, the voice in their head is the one that tells them to slow down and to not do too difficult things. But for me, it's kind of the opposite. Yes, I have the lazy voice as well, but there's also a voice in me that just wants me to keep grinding, that just won't let me stop, that forces me to drive out that extra rep. And I'm so grateful for that voice. And I think all of us have that voice within us. You just got to unlock it. You got to push yourself to a point where you need that voice to keep going. A lot of us at the gym don't go to that point. People aren't willing to go there because it's scary. That's what Tom Platz always used to say. He said that people are too scared to train hard and to achieve failure because that's where real growth is, but that's also the scariest part of training. And so a lot of people aren't willing to go to these dark places. And so this entire workout, my head was throbbing. I felt just like complete shit. And I was initially supposed to do back, rear delts, and biceps, but simply because I hadn't taken a rest day in such a long time and because I was feeling even worse at the end of the workout than before, which usually if I'm feeling bad, I'd start feeling better as the workout progresses, but it was the opposite this time. I decided to call it off there, but I still did not skip my cardio. If you're sick, doing cardio actually is beneficial. So didn't skip my cardio, but I trained my back damn hard today. You see here, there's nothing special about my training. You can even see that the form isn't anything spectacular by any means. But I trained so damn hard that none of that even made a difference. I did lat pull downs. Well, I started with pullovers, moved on to lat pull downs, then barbell rows, and then I finished with like a pullover machine or an assisted pull up. It was a very, very simple workout. And the thing about my gym, the main gym I go to, is there's not much machine selection. These days, a lot of people are just after the best machines. They're looking for what machine targets the muscle best, and they kind of stray away from the old school path of training, which is just like all you really need is a barbell and some cables, and you can get a perfect workout in. It doesn't matter what exercises you select, it matters how hard you go. And like I said, not many people are willing to go that hard. Not many people are willing to go to that place to get gains, man, because this shit is not easy. Like when you start out, it's easy. You can make gains like it's nothing. Every week you're adding weight to the bar. But once you get more advanced, especially if you're still natural, it is not easy. You got to lock in your diet. You got to lock in everything or you're not going to make gains. And people don't understand the fact that this is reality. People go to easy methods. They look for easy ways out, easy ways to make gains, the new best tactic. But they don't realize that simply, as Rich Piana would put it, the more you put in, the more you get out. If you train longer, harder, eat more food, sleep longer, you're going to make more gains than the guy with the best genetics who's not doing what you're doing. It's that simple. Yes, genetics plays a huge role in bodybuilding. You're not going to get as big as the guy with the best genetics. You might not have the biggest physique. You might not be the leanest guy. You might not be the most aesthetic guy. But one thing is for damn certain, and one thing is definitely in your control, and that's the fact that you can be the hardest motherfucking worker that you can possibly be. That is what you should be striving for. Every day you go in the gym, you put everything into every set, every rep. You maximize everything so that when you leave the gym, you know that you had nothing left on the table. You left no gains on the table. Your recovery is down, your eating is down, your sleeping is down, and you trained your ass off. And if you do that every training session, you will be successful regardless of your genetics, regardless of where you came from. It does not matter. You will achieve a great physique if you do these things. Again, people will go to the easy tactic out. How can I train specifically, work on this part of my muscle, whereas their entire muscle is lacking? It's like people go to the gym and They start doing single arm cable pullovers, and that's great for the finisher part of your workout. But people are not doing that because it gives you a better contraction. The bottom line is people are doing these TikTok exercises, these new modern exercises because they're easier, because they're not as difficult, they don't make you as tired. That is why people are doing these exercises. There's no real benefit to only doing isolation exercises. It's not all there is to bodybuilding. People only do that because it's easier. On leg day, people go to the leg extension and they skip the squats because it's easier, not because it gives them more gains. They say that as an excuse, but that is complete BS. They know in the back of their mind that the squat is going to give them more gains than the leg extension. It's the squat. It's the king of leg exercises. And people just come up with excuses. I have knee pain. I have lower back pain. If you're 19 years old and you have knee pain and lower back pain, it's either bullshit or you need to see a doctor, because you do not have knee pain or lower back pain. Fix your form. You don't have to go super heavy, but squatting is a movement that if you do, guaranteed you're going to have big legs. It's that simple. If your form is down, you're going to have big legs by squatting. Look at this back workout I'm doing. Do you see anything specific, anything special? Do you see an exercise you've never seen before? No. It is straight back to the basics. No, I'm not throwing the weight around like a dumbass. Some of you might think I am. I mean, for some of these reps towards the end, yes, my form is definitely not the best. But the bottom line is I contracted the muscles to the best of my ability using weights that I could handle, but that was still heavy as shit. And being in a calorie deficit, I'm not moving as much weight as I would otherwise, which is unfortunate, but it's the reality that you have to accept. In bodybuilding, you're either strong but fat, or lean but weak as hell. And this is the way it works. You're not going to be in the middle. You're not going to make extreme amounts of progress by slowly progressing. You could make progress, but it doesn't feel good that way. And if you're competing, if you're planning to compete, if you're dieting down like I am, it does not get easy. And people will be like, your physique is not good enough to get on a stage. You're not big and all these things. And I understand that, but people don't understand that I'm not just going on a stage to win. I'm going on the freaking stage because of the experience that comes with it. There's quite literally nothing in this world that matches the experience of competing in a bodybuilding competition, and I want to experience that. I want to feel the pain that comes with competing, that comes with dieting, being 5% body fat, dehydrated, and having to train legs. I want it. I want that pain. Bring on the pain, because I'd rather feel that physical pain than the pain of knowing that I could have done something but didn't. You understand? So we're getting pretty motivational and like dark here, but I just wanted to say that I wanted this video to kind of be motivation and a wake-up call for some of you who are out there who don't think you're training hard enough, who aren't seeing progress in the mirror. If you're not seeing progress in the mirror, you're either not training hard enough or you're not recovering enough. And for most people, it's the first one or it's both. So get your recovery down, train as hard as you physically can. Like, look at me after this set. I'm literally like crying basically. Like afterwards, I'm doing drop sets left and right. I'm going hard. And as Sam Sulek says, I'd rather go too far than not far enough. Like, I'd rather overtrain, like I probably have, because I'm basically turning sick because I overtrained. Probably because I overtrained. That might have been an aspect of it, but it could also not be that. And that's the thing, like, you don't know what it is. But I train so damn hard, and that's what I'm really proud of. That's what I take the most pride in terms of lifting. No, I don't have the greatest physique ever. No, I'm not shredded to the bone. I'm not like these so-called natty influencers. I just go in the gym. I throw heavy-ass shit around. I train hard as I possibly can. And that's why I encourage you to do as well. Regardless of the physique you build in the end, you want the process like me. And if you have that kind of mindset, you will go anywhere. So thanks for watching the video, bro. Hope this was enjoyable, motivational, and all that. Reject mediocrity, embrace mastery, and I'll see ya.